Welcome to Paperback Perspectives, a podcast about books, where your hosts, Ryan, Kailen, and Annette, give you their perspectives on all things reading. Cozy up in your favorite book nook and let's dive in.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Paperback Perspectives, Chapter 18.
It's been a while.
18. It has been a while for us as we're recording this.
Yeah.
Strangely, we were just talking about not a whole heck of a lot of life updates
But
happening.
yeah, we seem to have been very busy.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
Just life stuff, I guess.
Yeah. You know what?
Figuring
Summer,
things
fall,
out.
I feel like there's just a lot of good things
Back
to
to
do.
school.
and-
Football
yeah.
season's back. Lauren is so pumped about all the football that I'm watching. and
Kaylin's
how every
stressed about fantasy
Sunday
football.
I
Okay.
just watch football.
Do fantasy football, they said. It would be fun.
It
They
is
said-
fun.
I
Not
tried
when
to tell
everyone's
you.
injured.
I'm winning. It's fun.
I warned you. I
I'm in
warned you.
first place. It's fun.
Okay, but it's kind of fun to do it, though.
Yeah.
It is kind of fun.
It's kind of fun.
Um,
Except I'm in shambles.
What are
shambles?
what are the stakes in this league that you're in together?
$10.
My
What?
pride.
Life changing
I know.
pride.
It's
I'm putting
a
my
big deal.
life on the line for this.
Well, no one else is, so you better you better look at that one.
The person who I live with, who's also in this football league, John, tends to roller coaster between my team sucks and I'm never going to win a game to
He's-
I just won by 150 points.
He's actually doing really well.
Really well.
Yeah.
Like his team,
He likes to be a
Is
little
a
dramatic
wagon.
about it.
him and Kevin are two people who don't watch a ton of football
Actually,
compared to everyone
he has
else in
been
the
watching.
league.
I'm usually the football watcher at our
I was going
house,
to say, yeah.
and he's been watching with me
Okay, so
a little bit. Yeah,
John knows ball.
I
He
know
does
ball.
know it,
Kayla knows a lot of ball. And
I
her
know a
team
lot
is
of ball.
in shambles.
If you are an NFL player that's listening, just hope you are not on Kaylin's team because the injuries are coming for you.
What do you have? 2 on injured reserve right now, 3, 4 more hurt that might play this week. My
She's
team-
nodding sadly
my team's
for
doing
those
great.
listening.
Yes.
Anyway, that's been
Okay.
pro football talk. We're here to talk about books. But before, do we have any other life updates?
I was like, wait a minute, but wait.
Wow, we just dove right into that. Kaylin and I have one, but we're going to do it as a separate segment.
Yeah.
Oh, a secret segment? A secret special segment?
No, it's not
I don't
secret.
think it's secret.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm a gymnast now.
I've heard.
That's your secret segment?
I
Yeah.
heard about your gymnastic career.
Last
I did
weekend, we went to a child's birthday party. Orson, who is Hannah's son, who was a guest on our podcast previously.
Hannah,
It's his
not Orson.
Fourth
He's also-
birthday.
Also our nephew, but yeah. Yep.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
I didn't want to go into all the labels. Anyways, we went to a child's birthday party, and I simply took over. So, no, I'm just kidding. I got onto the beam just because I was like, oh, I want to go on
Where
a
were
beam.
you at?
We went, oh yeah, I didn't explain. This is going really well.
Sam, would you like to tell us about the birthday party?
The birthday party was at the gymnastics place in Grand Forks that has like, what's it called?
Red River Valley
What are you
Gymnastics?
tapping me in here for? What?
Yeah.
He's eating supper,
Okay.
Kaylin.
Red
Red
River
River
Valley
Valley
Gymnastics. And then, so it has all the things.
I've never been there, but I have
like
students
the
that
offset
participate.
bar, the beams, the rings, a
Oh,
ninja
boy.
gym.
Kaylin's Olympic moment.
Yeah.
Hit big right there.
Yes.
You and Simone Biles.
Oh yeah.
I'm not going to be mean.
Yeah. That's accurate.
Yep.
So I got onto the beam, and I was like just standing there, and then the instructor person comes over, and she's like, "Oh, you
Can I
you
just
gymnast
ask a
before?"
question? Was it all 4-year-olds and you on the equipment?
No, actually, quite all the parents were also on.
Oh, okay.
on-
It was a playground for everybody.
Everyone was
Okay.
having a good time. Yeah, no, it was fun.
That actually sounds awesome.
It was really
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, it was awesome. And so anyway, she's like, are you a gymnast? And I was like,
Yes.
I could be.
Gymnasts are often 5'10".
And my feet, I was like, my feet are way too big for this thing. Like they're like hanging off. And she's like, first of all, you're standing on it wrong. So what was your first clue that I'm not a gymnast?
Yet she chose to lead with, "Oh, are you a
Yeah,
gymnast?"
very kind of you.
Yeah, very polite.
Very kind. Also, me getting on, I'm like, struggling, kicking my way up, like clearly not like mounting correctly.
You didn't do a little flip. Did you
That was
land
later.
on your feet?
That was later.
After about 30 minutes, she was flipping.
Yeah, but she just like kept taking me through different things, like walking in different ways on the beam and then like going backwards and then going up on my tippy toes, doing crown hold. And I felt like Simone Biles.
That's cool.
She was really good. Like, really good.
Actually was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm shocked that you were really good
Yeah.
at an athletic thing.
Yeah, the balance exercise.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. It was actually
Shout
super
out to all
fun.
those yoga sessions.
Yeah, right?
Exactly.
So I do highly recommend, I didn't have a later recommendation, but if you have a birthday party in the Grand Forks area, the Red
For-
River Gymnastics was a fun
All ages, it sounds like, too.
option. Yeah.
Can we have your next birthday there?
Yeah. I'll show you all how to do beam. Don't ask me about anything else. Just beam.
Maybe next time you could get specialized.
Oh, I did do
vault
jumping.
training or something.
I heard they had a foam pit.
They did have a foam pit. Adults did not jump in foam pit because there was children.
Oh, that would be bad.
Yes. So,
Fine.
yeah.
Good job to control yourself from
Yeah.
jumping on children.
Yep.
Yes. Happy birthday, Orson. As a
Yes.
side note.
Yes.
Yep, our
Yeah.
nephew. That's our nephew.
Hannah's son.
who was a guest on the podcast. Not Hannah's son, but Hannah. Your nephew.
I'd like to hear what Orson has to say, but yeah.
That would be a fun guest.
Nellie would be a really fun guest.
We should.
We should try it.
Yeah, that'd be really fun.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have any other life updates or just that you've started your Olympic dream?
Just that my Olympic dream has begun and
See
stay
you in
tuned.
Italy?
Yes, I believe. No, that's winter, isn't it? The next one is winter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out.
America. Aren't we the next Summer Olympics?
Oh, yeah.
LA?
How convenient.
Cali, yep.
See, yes, I knew this.
Yeah. Okay, side note. Did you hear that so every Olympic country gets to like choose a sport? That's why breakdancing was in the last one.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, so you get like the host country gets to choose a couple of sports. So like
by the way, I believe it's called breaking.
I believe I don't care. I saw what the Australian lady was doing with her like little T-Rex arms. I could do that. I'll
That's
call
called
whatever I
broken.
want.
Yeah, but she got made fun of really bad, and that was kind of mean.
No, she nailed it.
Yeah, she deserved it.
She,
And then
she did what she learned.
And then
Like,
didn't she like say like actually I don't really care that like I got this backlash.
She was like, I got a free trip to France.
and she was like I just really like the
I mean,
sport got a
heck, she's
highlight or whatever.
yeah,
I
she's
don't
a
know.
professor of it, so
Side note, like, why did France pick breakdancing? Is that like a French thing?
Clearly, you don't know this.
Yeah, breaking.
Le breaking.
Maybe we should warn our listeners that we came into this podcast without a plan, and it is clearly
Anyway,
showing.
I was talking. The U.S. got to choose a couple sports. It's like baseball and softball is going to be in it, and lacrosse is going to be in it.
Oh, fun.
But there's only like 4 teams that are going to be able to qualify for the tournament or something.
I bet Canada's one of them.
It's like the U.S. because I think obviously like we wouldn't choose a sport that we wouldn't be able to be in, and then like Canada, and then like probably 2 other random countries from around the world. But like lacrosse is such a
Probably.
uniquely like North American thing because it came
It's
from
like
the
a
Native
Native
I
Americans.
so want to
Yeah.
see just like a like a Bahamas team.
Ghana.
Just like people who've never done it before and
Like a
just,
cool runnings,
cool
lacrosse
runnings, yeah,
version.
like
okay.
Ghana lacrosse.
yeah.
Maybe. Wait,
Could
this
come up with a
could
new
further
style.
your Olympic plan. I'll be the coach. We can move to some country.
I was gonna say,
and
well, I feel
start
like we're from
a
the US.
lacrosse team. We have to, like there'll be American baseball players who play for like the country of heritage of their parents sometimes.
A
Yeah.
Belgian lacrosse team.
Oh, I was thinking Irish.
Irish lacrosse team.
Scotch Irish.
Oh, aye.
Stevenson clan could be represented.
Aye.
Oh,
Oh, I thought you were going to give us a Whispering Jimmy there. Ryan likes to, when we bring up that background, have
prime
a
time.
we have
act out a Whispering Jimmy.
we have an
moment.
ancestor who his only name on the ancestry.com is Whispering Jimmy, and so I'll just go. You came to my farm on the day of my daughter's wedding, and you asked me for 2 horses.
We don't know where this came from.
That's our ancestor, Whispering Jimmy,
I know.
noted Nova Scotian mobster.
It's true. It's true.
All right,
All right.
anyway, I'm done.
Okay. Should we talk about books?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wants to go first?
Should we start with our event?
We could.
Should we start with that?
The super
we'll go
secret.
on.
So you talk
Okay.
about your books, and then we'll go into it because it's relevant.
Okay. So one of the books that why should I do both my books?
Somebody talk about books.
All right. One of the books
Any
that I read
recommendations?
is Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt. And Kailen had read this previously and has recommended it to me many times. And I had not gotten around to reading it till my friend Cindy gave me the copy of the book. And I really enjoyed it. It's a really nice story.
You were very, very skeptical
I
of
was.
the octopus.
So one of the main characters is an octopus, and I thought, oh gosh, that seems weird. But I didn't really understand the setup that it takes place at an aquarium, and it's really a story of humans who who are treating the animals and kindly, a woman who is, and their relationship and their connection. And
My kind of example that I used for this was like if you've read Lessons in Chemistry, you get the perspective of the dog, and you just kind of get to see things from just like a different point of view. You kind of forget that it's a dog. It's just a different point of view and a different kind of like thought process, and that's what the octopus is in this. Is you just get a
I
different
agree.
perspective.
So I was glad I gave it a chance. And if you like a book that's just a really good story, it's a really fun story and really beautifully written. I thought, good story. No big dramatic but just a really nice story. So Marcellus is the name of the octopus, and I enjoyed Marcellus as a character very much. So I do recommend that one to people who like a good story.
That's a good name for an octopus.
Isn't it?
right?
I know.
Perfect octopus name.
I don't want to give away a spoiler, but in the end, another octopus has entered the aquarium, and the main character, the main person character makes the comment of, well, I don't think I really like this octopus. And you just know as it leaves off that there's going to be a really cool story that develops between them as well. So that was my first book. My second book was I read Iron Lake by William Kent Krueger, which is the first book in the Cork O'Connor series. And I really liked it. I will say this book was good. I'm reading the second one right now, Boundary Waters, which is the second book in that series. And that one I'm really enjoying. Like, I had to sit in my car. I'm doing it as an audiobook, and I had to sit in my car for a little bit and finish a chapter before I came in here tonight. And if you like adventure stories, mystery mixed in.
It's Louise Penny has a review on the front like cover, so I feel like that if you kind of like her books, you might.
And I do really like her books, and the way it's written reminds me a lot. If you've read Louise Penny's series with Armand Gamache, it's written similarly, and there's a big focus on the native people in the area. It takes place in northern Minnesota, the Anishinaabe people. Listening to it on audio is really fun because they use a lot of the language. And Kailen and I have driven the road between here and Grand Rapids, Nashwauk, Minnesota area, and a lot of the signs through that area give the Ojibwe, which is the Anishinaabe people's pronunciation of places. And now I have a new
appreciation for
that's
that.
that's what that is like. So
And it's a 21 book series,
Yeah.
so if you end
And
up liking them, you have a lot of good content.
I have now read book 1, and I have book 21 at home because we had an opportunity that
Yes.
we'll talk about next.
Do you want to talk about it now?
Go ahead.
So we went to the lake, which is up in like the Grand Rapids area, which we were just talking about.
The Iron Range of Minnesota, if you're familiar with that area.
And one of our friends saw previously that they were having an author event where the author was going to come and talk about it prior to his new book release, the 21st book of this series. And she really wanted to go because she has read books by him before. And so we were just kind of like, okay,
We'll go with you
fine.
to support you so you can go.
Sounds interesting. Yeah. And so we went. The ticket was to get the 21st book in the series.
Apostles Cove.
Apostles Cove. And get to hear him speak. And it was fantastic.
Oh my gosh, it was such a cool experience.
So fun.
I'd never been to an author event before.
Yeah.
And it was... he could have talked for hours and I would have been there listening, and I am not a great sit still and listen to things for hours person.
So, like, what was it? Because I've never been to one either. So, like, you walk in, and then it's just, like, this guy there. It just, like, talks. Is there, like, a set time? Like, he's there from, like, 4 to 5, and there's, like, some chairs in a crowd. And
So we were at the state college, the Itasca State College, I think.
yeah.
And so we were in the auditorium, and so there was like 100 plus people there. Yeah, it was a good turnout.
We actually had a little bet on how many people would come.
We
And our
did.
friend Cindy won. So.
She did, yeah. And so yeah, it was a good turnout. The event was from like
3.
yeah.
The event was
1, 3.
there was a set time for the event.
So you do
7.
go. We were there early, and
What?
Cindy got to go chat with him before the event and got her book signed. We'll pop
Oh,
a picture
cute.
up of Cindy with him, and there's Cindy
Oh my gosh,
with
that's
him.
adorable.
And
She's
so, yeah.
beaming. If you know Cindy, she's
Yes.
beaming.
Oh my gosh.
She
That's
got the
really-
high beams on.
That's
Yeah.
really cute.
And so he started then just kind of signing some books and talking to people. But then once they kind of got the event started, then he went up on the stage and started to. He had a spiel first that was so well spoken.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It like just felt like you were just chatting with a guy.
Is he
like,
talking about the book, like the process?
It
Like-
talked about how he got started writing, his process of writing.
where Cork O'Connor came from, who is the main character in the series. Like how did he start with this character?
like where do you come up with a character out of the blue, like kind
Yeah.
of thing.
And
he
then
talked-
his inspiration for additional books that he's written in the
Cool.
series.
I'll have to check. This sounds really interesting.
it was, and then he did a question and answer afterwards, which
We both wanted to ask.
we wanted to ask questions, and we were a little judgmental because some people asked less than ideal questions, and we were like, "You're wasting time."
Also, at the beginning of this session, he looks out to the crowd and he goes, "Who hasn't read one of my books?"
We have to tell this story.
And she turns to Cindy and goes, "Raise your hand, raise your hand." And Cindy's like, "No, I've read one of his books." We were like, "You raise your hand." Because she hasn't read one of his books.
need to raise her hand.
She thought that he said,
Who has read?
yes.
This is from the person that said there were some less than ideal questions just asked.
Raise your hand.
I don't think she understood.
But, like, why would he ask who has read my books? Like, we're clearly all here. Like,
Maybe I wasn't listening. Okay.
She checked out a while ago.
Oh, that got
okay?
that got me really good.
Listen.
No, you listen.
Yeah, this is the problem.
Okay. Sometimes I may not focus very well, okay? As you may be aware, that happens
Why are
sometimes
you looking
to
at
us.
me like that?
Because you're just like,
You have 2 kids. Why me?
because she was listening.
I firmly did not raise my hand. Because I had read some of his books.
I had not, and I did not raise my hand.
Did other people raise their hand?
Not really a ton of people.
You would have been the only one.
People were confused on the question. Didn't know what to do.
But now I have, so when I go to him next time. So, anyway, one of my favorite parts, I'm changing the subject.
Okay.
One of my favorite parts was he talked very passionately about independent bookstores and their voice and their importance in our world and in the towns where they exist. So,
Yeah, that was he talked really well about that. Like the shop local was a
Yeah.
good message.
and
of
it was
his.
sponsored by a local bookstore, by Wildflower Books in Grand Rapids.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing that I thought was cute was his wife was there with him, and he talked like very highly of her, and she was a lawyer. And at that time, it probably wouldn't have been that commonplace to have women lawyers. So,
And we got to
Hell
talk to her
yeah. And
afterwards. We
and-
visited with her afterwards
We
when we
did.
were outside walking back out. We walked with her for a little bit, and she was really fun to talk to, too.
nice people,
Yep.
Just good people.
good folk.
Good Minnesota folk.
Oh yeah, you know. But yeah, it was just a really fun
I
event.
didn't know that segment was going to be about making fun of me.
Sorry.
He was such a good speaker, though.
He was.
It made me think, why don't I go to author things more often? And then I was like, well, I don't know where there are
Yeah,
any.
I don't
So
And then we were both like, okay, now we extra want to open a bookstore because now I want to do
Yes.
author events.
yes.
And then we started talking to Cindy, and Cindy has a friend who published a children's book, and we wanted to have her on the podcast, which she sounds like she is interested.
Yes.
So we
I
might
have
a-
her contact info, and we'll be reaching out.
And her
Yes.
phone number is.
No.
And so yeah, future guest could be a published children's book author. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Kate?
Oh sure. I feel like I've talked a lot already. You go ahead.
Okay, well, I made sure to read more books this time so I didn't get made fun of. I've read
We already got that out of our system just a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I've read 4.
Ooh.
I know. That's actually pretty
That's a lot.
that's a lot for me. Usually in a month cuz I like to read paperback typically, but I've been on a kick. So the first one I'll talk about is Words of Radiance by Brandon Sanderson. Beautiful book. Incredible book. It's part of the Stormlight Archive series. Fickle thing. And it's just very typical Brandon Sanderson. Ton of build up. And then the last 200 pages, it's just a straight headfirst sprint downhill. All gas, no brakes. And we're going to finish this thing in one night. It's
What time
Can you say
did
the
you
name of it again?
Words of Radiance. It's part of his overarching series.
Is it like a standalone or is it like
No.
a part? You have
It's-
to read the other ones. Okay.
Yeah, it's book 2 in the series, The Stormlight Archive, which the first book also incredible, but long. Like these audiobooks are 30 plus hours. Evan just read the next book in this series, and I think he said it was like 45 hours or something like that. Like they thickle things, so
You can get it done in 2 days.
That takes some
Easy.
dedication.
Yeah.
Who needs to
Yeah.
you literally
go to
could.
work
Yeah.
and live
Sleep.
life?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, 5 out of 5, easy, love it.
Awesome.
Then I read Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle.
Why does
which is
that sound
It's a
familiar?
very
We
classic.
talked about it last time that he was.
Oh,
reading.
yes.
Yeah. And it was good. It's written in the 60s. I think it showed its age a little bit, but it was very like fantastical. Like there's witches and it's a very like magical world, and the message is like your flaws make you who you are, and it's okay to be different because being different is awesome. And I was like, oh, this is like a really cute story. And I remember texting, I think it was you, Mom.
Because I've read it, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to read this book to like my kids in the future because like the message was really cute and I really liked it. And then it took a turn out of left field, and we were in like a 1984 dystopian society, and I was like, this was what's happening, and it felt very odd in the book itself, because it was just like there's this magical witches in this magical world, and these kids are like trying to save their father, and then all of a sudden it was like this brain is like controlling this entire planet, and like
Oh.
it has influence over everybody, and it's like, I'll kill you and I'll keep you here as prisoner. It's like, okay.
That's such a shocked response from you who has read this book before.
And then I
Like 30 years ago.
Okay.
and then I felt like it ended really quickly too. It was just like they got back and they're like, we're happy, yay. Spoiler alert for
What happened to the brain?
60-year-old book. They just left.
What?
Just
Left the planet. They got their dad and they went home.
Oh, well, that planet
I
probably
think-
not doing
I
great,
think- I
so
don't-
probably not happy.
I'm going to be completely honest. I kind of got to the end and I wasn't 100% paying attention to it. I was just kind of like, I've gotten like 80% done. I need to finish the
Yeah.
rest of it. And I
Did
wasn't
you just skip
sold
and
on
read
it.
like the last chapter? Because sometimes I do that.
No, it was audios. I didn't know.
Okay.
I was like, I'll just put it on 1.3 speed and just fly through this thing. But it was fine. It was a good
Okay.
book. I
It
think
was
it'd be
fine.
really cute to read
The first part?
with like your kids maybe when they're like maybe like 4th grade or so.
Would you
then
stop
can
before the
kinda-
brain part?
I would probably just like, and then there was a big spooky world, and then they went and they rescued their dad from the angry dragon monsters or something like that. I don't know.
They wouldn't buy that.
No.
No,
No,
but
they would not.
it was
No.
fine. I don't remember what I gave it, but it's
Okay.
So do you typically listen to your audiobooks on one?
no. I usually typically do 1.2.
Okay. Me too.
Yeah, I usually start at 1, and then after about a chapter or 2, once I get used to the author, I go to like
Same.
1.2.
That's exactly what I do.
I need to get used to their cadence and their
Me
rhythm.
too.
Yeah.
I don't think mine has a 1.2 option. It goes to 1.25 is the next
Yep,
option.
I do that one if I have that.
On Libby.
Yeah.
Libby, I can scroll. Like there's a scroll wheel, and you can adjust it to however you want. I'll show you how to use technology after this. And then I read.
I don't think I want to be on this podcast anymore.
It's your turn this week or this month. Next month
Okay.
is Caitlin's month. Then I
ready.
read Red Rising, which Sam gave to me. Very much liked it. It was Star Wars meets Hunger Games, is kind of a way to describe it. Very unique world, very unique like social structure type of thing. Whereas you have like the reds, the golds, the silvers, and like they're like very
Hierarchical.
layered. Yeah, and it's all
that how you
about
say
this red named Darrow, who, long story short, infiltrates the golds. I'll just say that. Like, and then it's like basically, that story. And then Sam also loaned me the next 2 books, which are the next to my TBR, at least one of them. So I'm going to be continuing that story, and I'm very excited to get back into it. I think I'm really going to like the next few. This
Sam-
book felt like a whole book of build-up.
Sam, how many of them have you read?
3 of the 5, and I'm on my break from that series at the moment. So
Yeah, it's a good book. I like good series from what I read from the first one to have a break. in
The board
between.
game is fun.
I'll have to play the board game.
You have not played the board
I've
game?
not played the board game.
What?
That's such a fun board game. It's one of my
let's
favorites.
pause what we're doing quick, and we'll
All right.
Do you have
play
it?
around.
We do.
Somewhere around here.
Okay.
All right. Well, we'll be right back. And then I read Beartown by Frederick Bachman.
Oh.
Or Bachman?
Bachman.
Um,
Which interjection?
And
One of the people's questions at our author event.
A good question.
A good question
Heck
was if you could have dinner with any author, who would you choose? And then he asked dead or alive. And so his first answer was he went with the dead option first, but Harper Lee, because his favorite novel was To Kill a Mockingbird. And he thought that it was super interesting that that's the one book they read except for Go something a Watchman.
Go tell a Watchman.
I was gonna say Go Kill a Watchman.
Just tell him. Just tell the Watchman.
Go tell a Watchman. But he was saying like he was just so fascinated about how she wrote that one book and how he got like everything right in that one book. Anyways, his other author that currently living would be Frederick Bachman, he said.
yeah, I can see that. The way that he writes is so captivating.
I'm reading one of his books right now. I'm reading My Friends.
Tom really likes that book. So you'll have to let him know.
Well, we'll see how that goes for me then.
Tom likes very depressing
Sorry,
sad books.
Tom, but the last one you recommended was
He's
not my favorite.
He's an English major. But he loves Frederick Bachman. Like he's been on me to read his books for a while. And so I finally got it on audio and I read it and I literally could not stop like listening to it. Like after work when I was taking Cora for a walk, I was still listening to it like on the walk.
Did you feel a connection to the small town
Yes.
sports North Dakota Class
I felt
B
the
world?
connection to every single character in this book, even if I like wasn't necessarily like I had like their experiences in my life. The way that he wrote them, I felt like I could be them, and I related to them so closely. It was like so intensely. It was insane.
It is an intense book. It's emotional.
It is.
It's an emotional book.
Yeah, and I gave it a 5 out of 5, easy. And like I told Tom afterwards, like I was texting him like during the end, kind of like updates on the book, and I'm not going to spoil it for anyone, but I was just kind of like earmuffs if you have your kids listening. But I texted him, I was like, it kind of fucked me up. Like I had to sit and just like be quiet for a while because just the way that the book is, they got like messed with my head
There's a sequel, right?
for a while. Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Oh.
There's 3 of them in there now.
Does it leave you at the end like,
Yeah.
what's going to happen?
No, it doesn't.
It wraps up this story.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it leads into future stories with the same characters.
You want to
Got
know
it.
where the characters go from there.
Yeah.
Even though this one is wrapped up, I would
So
say.
it was very emotional, I think, just because you could relate so well with the characters. And yeah, I hadn't responded to a book like this in a long time, and it was just really interesting. I had to like just kind of stop reading for a bit after this book just to kind of like reset. But there's one of the quotes from the book was just like it stuck with me, and I wanted to find it. So are you guys okay if I
I'm
read
ready.
it? Okay, so it's the context here is there's this kid named Amit and his mom. Amit is from, don't say what country, but like a foreign country from probably like somewhere in the Middle East. And they go to...
And the book is taking place in a Scandinavian country.
Norway,
Finland,
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
And his mom works at the ice rink. Like her back is like killing her every day. She works really hard, but she'll like never let Amit see like her in pain. But he knows, and he takes care of her, and he'll like collect like leftover beer cans for like the recycling money to like help pay for things or whatever. Like they have a really, really cute relationship back and forth. And so when Amit was a baby, I think I have this right, his mom like read a prayer to him in like a language that she didn't fully understand, but she tried to remember it as much as she could. And so he had it written down, and it was, if you are honest, people may deceive you. Be honest anyway. If you are kind, people may accuse you of selfishness. Be kind anyway. All the good you do today will be forgotten by others tomorrow. Do good anyway. What you create, others can destroy. Create anyway. Because in the end, it is between you and God. It was never between you and anyone else anyway. And that just stuck with me as like... And that kind of gives you a look into like how Frederick Bachman writes. Like it's just so good, so
really
real, so tangible.
And so you read it physical. Mm-hmm. You read it audio.
Yeah.
So both good experiences. Like, I mean, you can't really say, yes, I would do this one over that one because you both just did one, obviously.
Right.
But do you feel like there was a drawback to listening versus reading, or?
The narrator that I had was perfect.
Okay.
She was amazing. It was so good.
He's a very descriptive author, so I felt like reading it, I was visualizing things really well, but maybe hearing it, I don't know.
I have a hard time picturing things in my mind. The way he wrote, I could picture things exactly. I'm imagining like how he wanted them to be imagined, which I think for me is like a high praise because I cannot do that.
Cool.
And that's my book.
Nice.
4 whole book. Your turn.
Okay. I only read 3. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I talked about 2 of them last time, though, as books that I was currently reading. So one of them is Onyx Storm by Rebecca Yarros. So I don't really need to get into that, but okay.
That ending, though.
let's get into
The ending. And I firmly believe that this book only created more questions and answered none.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all I'm going to
Let's
say
leave
about
it
the
at
book.
that.
Is just what?
Write the next book, Rebecca.
What? And they had both finished this before I had, and they were freaking the heck out. And I'm like, what are you guys... Why are you freaking out? The thing that confused me so much was just how confused you were. And I'm like, what do you mean you're confused? Because usually, like, at the end of a book with a cliffhanger, you're like... Oh, okay, like, they kidnapped her.
They're going to live, they're going to die.
Yeah, exactly. But I get it. What?
How many times did you reread the last chapter? Because I think
twice.
Okay, I had it, I think 3. And then did you Google for, like, what did I miss?
I was like, did I...
Which
I
sounds
looked,
like we're putting down the book, but it just leaves you so, like...
What do you mean? Yeah.
No.
I looked to see if the print was mistaken.
I did too.
I was like, did I...
Yep. I actually did the same thing.
Yeah.
Is there a page missing?
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was wild. The ending. Really good though. Then I read The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery and by Gabrielle Zevin. Gabrielle. It's a girl. Gabrielle Zevin. I always have trouble with Gabrielle. Gabriel.
Yeah.
Anyways. And that was a very nice story. It was not a happy story. I was kind of waiting for it to be a happier story, but it's kind of melancholy, and you leave it feeling very just like introspective on like your life and how you kind of impact people's lives, and you can be just a little bookseller on a little island, but like make a big splash in someone's life. And it's a really good book, and it's
like
very well written.
I've also read that book, and I felt like it was one of those books that I think back on every once in a while, like, oh.
What was the name of it, sorry?
The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery.
Okay.
And you don't love the characters, especially A.J. Fickery. You don't love him, but you also do. And you also kind of like, I think it makes them more fun to read because they're more real. Because they do have faults and they make mistakes, and the characters are not perfect characters. And I just
they're
think
like honest mistakes. You know, like we've talked about books that frustrate us because somebody doesn't, you know, like it's a mystery and they don't tell the police what they know, or they don't. It's not those kind of mistakes. It's like honest.
His wife
trying
had
to live
died
your
and-
life mistakes.
Yeah, his wife had died. His life was falling apart, and he made a mistake because he was acting in emotion or something like that. So
Understandable mistakes. Maybe that's what.
Yeah. And you can, like, he does a good job of kind of like creating the background of that and kind of giving that perspective of people make dumb choices or those mistakes, and there's usually a legit reason behind it. And it's a really good book. I really liked it. I listened to it on audio, and I thought the narrator was really good for that too. So highly recommend that one. And then I read Ordinary Grace by William Kent Krueger. I read this before our event because I knew we were going to be seeing the author, so I was like, oh, I should probably read a book.
I wouldn't want to have to raise my hand.
What if you were to ask if anyone hasn't read the book? Read a book. This is a standalone by him. He has 3 standalone books or something like that. He has a couple standalone that don't have anything to do with Cork O'Connor and that series. So this is one of them, and it's a book in the perspective of a 13-year-old boy growing up in Minnesota. And similar to the Storied Life of A.J. Fickery, it's not a happy story, but it's also is in the very same essence of the A.J. Fickery being like full human experience, like seeing the positives, the negatives, and how people can come together from negative situations, and how people can be racist and sexist, and how it impacts like in a community when there is that, I guess is my best way to describe it. But he does a really good, he makes you really feel like you're reading from a perspective of a 13-year-old boy. And yeah, it's just a really good story.
The Cork O'Connor ones too. You feel like I feel like I'm in the Boundary Waters canoe area, shivering and scared and hearing the wolf.
Yeah, and this one you really like grieve with them. Like you just feel like grief with them. And I'm not usually one to like sad books, but it's not a sad book for the sake of being sad. Like I hate those books that are just like, I'm just here to make you sad and cry. And yeah, I do not like those books, not at all. But this like felt like a book that kind of like the Inside Out type of thing. Like you have to have sadness to experience happiness. And but yeah, it was a good book. And I will say it was interesting because I rated it before we went to the event, and then I kind of sat with it after hearing him talk, and then I went back and changed my rating to a higher rating because after hearing him talk, it kind of just like changed my perspective, and like hearing him talk about his writing process and his characters and his character development and his research and stuff, then it made me really feel like more connected to the story. And
what'd you end up giving it?
4.25.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say one other part we didn't share that he did at the event is he read a chapter of his next book that will be coming out. And he could have just read to me for hours. Like, that was really cool. I loved listening to him. Reading his work was very powerful.
We should do more like adult reading circles.
We
things.
should.
Like, I feel like adults should do that more. Like, let's do a little read aloud.
I'm in.
All right. Paperback Perspectives, read aloud next.
We probably have to get copyright permission or something.
Probably. Nah.
Maybe not for a chapter.
It would be us three, Sam.
Thanks to the 8 of you that are listening. Don't turn us in.
Yeah. We're innocent.
Shirley.
We're talking to you. Okay, and then currently reading, I am reading Outlander by Diana. What did we?
Gabaldon?
Gabaldon. It's a super popular series. I know a lot of people have read this. I feel like I'm kind of
watched it.
I feel like I'm behind the times because when I've told people I'm reading Outlander, they're like, "Oh, you're reading Outlander now?" Like
Nicole loves that series.
Whoa,
and she's
okay.
recommended it to me quite a few times.
Yeah, it's not a new series.
No.
What did we find? There's 10 books in the series.
10 in the main series, and then there's some
side books.
Offshoots.
It's also an HBO series, I think. Is it HBO?
or stars, as it says on the
But
sticker.
I think that's HBO, isn't it?
It's on the TV.
It's on the television.
If you turn on the tube, go past the locals.
Go to the Outlander channel. So it is a
It's right behind Game Show Network.
yes.
But who can go
Good
past Game Show Network?
answer. It is a
Stay a while.
It is set in the Scottish Highlands, and so that's a fun. She's really, really good about writing, and you totally can picture being in the Scottish Highlands, and it's really fun. Yes, Whispering Jimmy is probably here. Yes, and so our main character, her name is Claire Randall. And she is a former British combat nurse from the war, and then she gets reunited with her husband.
The war.
The war. The one war. World War II is the one with the Nazis.
Okay. I forget. Okay. So she was a British combat nurse in the war. Two.
The Squeakquel. I just, side note, my first year as a teacher, I was cuckoo bananas out of my gourd making notes one day. And so when I was making notes about Japan, I said World War II, the Squeakquel, and none of the kids got the reference. They didn't get that it was a joke. And I was like, do you really think they called it the Squeakquel, guys? And then I did World War II Electric Boogaloo, and the only person that got that joke was obviously the para in my room, who was like 50 years old. You don't get the joke?
We don't get the joke.
Talk about Outlander.
Are you going to explain the joke?
No!
Okay. So Claire
Talk about
is
the war.
from 1945. Does that track with timelines?
Yes.
Okay.
With the war?
Yeah, 2.
Yes.
Okay. And so she is in the Scottish Highlands with her current husband, Frank, and at one point she ends up going to this, how do they describe it in here? The Standing Stones. It's an ancient circle of stones that dot the British Isles. And she suddenly becomes transported back in time to 1743, so 200 years prior, in the Scottish Highlands that is currently torn in, or going through war. And
We don't know the name of that war. Sorry, Ray.
it's a lot of the the clans of the Scottish Highlands are kind of going through this. There's King Charles.
The current King of England?
Yes. See, okay, but this is...
No.
I knew he was old, but I didn't know he was that old.
Oh, I thought you meant at this time. I was like, yes, at this time.
No.
Don't ask me history questions. I'm
He's
trying.
the current king!
You're good. You're doing good.
Okay.
What happens?
So she gets just catapulted into this time 200 years prior and has to be adaptable and figure out what the heck is going on. And she meets, at some point she falls into the hands of a gallant young Scots warrior, Jamie Fraser.
That was pretty good.
That was good.
Thanks. And we are kind of tackling throughout the book, like, does she want to go? Can she go back? Is she stuck here forever?
But she's married.
She's married.
She wasn't married in 1742.
She wasn't married in 1742.
Wasn't alive.
And so she is a fantastic writer. I already want to read it again.
Oh,
and
wow.
I haven't finished it yet.
Wow.
And it's a very long book, but it's not one of those books that feels like it's like, okay, this did not need to be that long. You know what I mean? Like, you could have condensed this.
Yep.
No, every page, every like descriptive paragraph, it feels like it has purpose, and it's like there's drive in it throughout the entire book. It's really, really good. And the main character is real cool. Like, she's very independent.
You
like,
told me she reminded you of a character in another book, and that made me want. Do you want to try that?
The Frozen River main character, the midwife,
Martha.
Martha Ballard. That's right. She reminds me a lot of her. So that just kind of like independent female. Like, I can take care of myself. Like, it's nice to have a guy with me, I guess, during these times. But like, I can try to figure it out myself. So, yes. Not like an annoying female character that's like, oh, I can't do anything.
Save me.
Oh, yeah. So, highly recommend that one. My manager recommended it to me from work. So, shout out to her for recommending it to me. And then I'm also reading Go as a River by Shelley Reed, which we have talked about on the podcast before, because you read it, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 5 out of 5.
Yep. It's one of my top 3 books.
I really, really like it. I haven't finished it yet. I am, say about halfway a little bit. And again, I've been in a stretch of not a happy story.
No.
Which is weird for me because I usually read a lot of like happy, lighthearted stories. And I've read a lot of more like heavier stories. So but the way that she writes and is so vivid.
Isn't it the most beautifully written book? Like, the way her words go together is just like unbelievable.
Her prose. Yes. Do you want to read a passage from it?
You should read a passage.
Okay. So she's just describing her home in this paragraph, and I just feel like it's such a like beautiful like way to how she comes up with her like analogies and adjectives and descriptive terms is just like, my brain is just like, the house was brown. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't have more. Like, but she just adds so much more. So, it starts with a quote that says, "Doesn't much matter," he replied. "One place is about as good as any other, isn't it?" And referencing home. And so she said, "The only place I had ever known was Iola and the surrounding land along a wide, straight section of the Gunnison River. The small town huddled against the foothills of the big blue wilderness on the south side and the towering Elk Mountains to the west and north. A patchwork of farms and ranches unfurled like a long tail along the river's edge to the east. My brother and I had been born in the farmhouse my daddy inherited from his daddy, in the tall iron bed that took up half the pale yellow room tacked onto the back of the house, the room that was just for birthing and visitors until Uncle Og came to live with us after the accident. Our farm was nothing special, nor was it very big, just 47 acres, including the barns and the house and a gravel driveway as long as a wolf's howl. But from the barn to the back fence line, our land produced the only peach grove in all Gunnison County, where the fruit grew fat and rosy and sweet. The curvy banks of Willow Creek carved the east border of our property, its icy water fresh from the mountain snow and eager to spill onto our trees, and modest rows of potatoes and onions. At night, the creek sang a lullaby outside my bedroom window, hushing me to rest in the spindle bed where I had slept nearly every night of my life. The sunrise over distant Tenderfoot Mountain and the long whistle of 3 trains per day pulling through the depot on the town's edge served as my most reliable clocks. I knew just how the afternoon sun slanted into the small kitchen window and across the long pine table on winter mornings. I knew crocuses and purple larkspurs would be the first wildflowers to emerge across the farm each spring, and fireweeds and goldenrods would be the last. I knew that a dozen cliff swallows descended on the river with every mayfly hatch, and that this would be the exact moment a rainbow trout would rise to Daddy's cast. And I knew that the fiercest storms, dark and ominous as the devil, nearly always blew in over the northwestern peaks, and that every songbird and raven and magpie would silence just before the sky unleashed. Like, that's her description of where, like, home is.
That's crazy.
Like, every single thing has just, like, description and...
The gravel road as long as a wolf's howl.
Yeah.
Like, my mouth, I don't know if you can go back, but I think my mouth was like just dropped. Like,
exactly. It's just, like, and just everything is just so vivid, and you can just, like...
This is the only book she's written, and
Yeah.
that just blows my mind. It's like
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I just thought that was, like, a perfect example of, like, she's just describing her home and her town.
Yeah.
But you can just, like, see it and just,
Everything.
like, and just
You feel like you're living it.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, whenever she describes, like, the peaches, like, I feel like I'm biting into, like, a peach, or, like, it's just, it's so well written. So, yeah, I really like it so far. I haven't finished it, but yeah.
Wow.
Again, it's not a light read.
you're gonna need some little cheerful.
I
reads
am.
after this.
Yeah. This is weird for me.
You're kind of falling into the Ryan and Tom category.
What's going
of
on?
Bear towns and nuclear wars.
I know. Okay, well, no. Outlander.
Outlander is a fine book. Some great times going on in the Outlander books.
Oh man, that one's not like a sad read. Like, I mean,
No.
they'll get into peril, but like you kind of know that
More like
like-
an adventure.
Like my
Yeah.
Sanderson books too. Like
Yeah.
they're not like sad. They're just adventure.
they'll
Yeah.
figure it out. Like,
Or
if there's,
will they?
That's how these.
Bum,
yeah,
bum.
yeah. So that's my books.
Wow. Gosh, good thing we were worried we wouldn't have enough to talk about since we just had some books to talk about. That was close, guys. Phew. I know. Believe it
If
or
there's
not.
one thing that we have trouble with, it's talking.
Chatting.
Okay, I did find a website called pagepedal.com with questions for readers. So I have this one, which is just a
Should we just do like one or two since
for
we're
fun.
approaching our hour?
yes.
Okay.
Before we get shushed.
You said that you had one really good one that you really like,
Well,
right? Or two?
okay,
Or three?
Let's do
start-
what are you reading right now?
Good idea. Okay. All right. How about this one? Would you rather read one long 900-ish page book or three shorter 300-ish page books?
900. Easy.
Hmm.
I feel like I need to like get my teeth into a book. Okay, so now that I've read Sanderson and like his is all like really long, I feel like I need like that depth. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because the way he like builds his characters and the world so much that I like diving in head first. But I know like Tom like can't do that. He says like I can't do anything longer than like 400 pages or something like that.
AJ Fickrey says that the best books are short stories.
And like I've read really good like Beartown is a short book. It's 300 some pages. It's not short, but like shorter. I don't know. I like having a nice long story. He's drinking water. Hold on.
Sorry. I think that really depends.
That's how I feel too.
Because
Decide.
a 900-page book,
You have to pick one.
there can be a book that's totally...
Pick.
I can't.
You must.
Okay, new question.
Okay, but like there can be books that can totally be 300 pages but are 900 pages, and it's like that is not necessary.
Yes, I agree.
Yes, but then there are some 300 pages books that I'm like, okay, we could have added some more
I know.
beef.
I want to
here.
know more.
Yeah.
Yes.
But like also, pick one.
Do you mark up your books while you read? Better yet, do you dog your book pages? This came up because
Oh hell no.
Did you answer the
Never.
last question, Annette?
no,
Yell. Pick one.
I didn't
Choose.
Okay, I like to mix it up. I like to have a long one that I kind of like get into for a long time, and then after that, a little short break, and I do a few shorter ones, and then I'm ready for another long one.
I'm dissatisfied with your answers.
Sorry.
We're sorry we disappoint you in our reading habits.
Yes.
Should be.
Okay, all right. Does anybody here mark up a book?
No.
I will do nonfiction. I will make.
Oh, that's different.
I'll
like
make
if you're
That's different.
a book you're studying and you're highlighting and studying. That to me is a completely different
I'll
world.
make notes or annotate
I
those.
will say I've thought about it to like go back and read like passages or quotes on a podcast. Like if it's something I really want to, I've thought about it, but I've just never been able to pull the trigger because it feels sacrilegious to me.
I really struggle with remembering to mark things when I read because I'm just so into it, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, crap, that was really good. I just didn't mark it. 'cause I
Honestly,
read
a lot of it is I read in bed before going to sleep, and I'm already laying.
Thanks for
in bed.
clarifying that reason.
Some
you go to
people
bed.
read. Some people read in bed, and that's their reading spot. Mother,
Oh, okay.
are you judging people that don't have a dedicated reading nook?
I
Mother,
don't have a dedicated reading nook.
some
Okay.
people. So
We know someone who folds book pages.
Okay, but not only just folds. Like, didn't she?
Sam!
I was gonna say, since this is a non-judgment zone, it feels really,
Nobody's
really
judging
good
you.
here. I
we
dog ear
listen
my
and we
books.
don't.
Let's
judge.
pause one more time. This person we know, not Sam. We asked her. We asked her
Who could it be?
if she would,
Karen.
if she had a book from the library, a borrowed book, would she dog ear the book? And she said yes.
I think there's a special place in hell for Karen.
Sam, would you like to weigh in?
That's
Not that
crazy.
we'll judge you.
Next question.
Okay, but like if it's your own book, that's fine. If it's a borrowed book, that's
I've been told it's
crazy.
not fine regardless. So.
Sam, I see you. I hear you. You're valid.
Next question.
These two, their opinions don't matter.
Are
Let's
you
do one more.
Are you a rereader?
Every time I'm always like, oh, I would love to reread this book. And then there's so many other books.
Yeah, that's what I run into. As
But I
well.
do reread usually if there's a new book coming out.
That's
that
the
I'll
only time I
reread.
will. I think is if I need to refresh myself on like a prequel or like a book beforehand. I can't sit and read the same book over and
I
over and
can.
over again.
I am a rereader. That
You
is my
are.
comfort zone. I go back to a book that I love, and that's like my sweet spot comfort zone. But it could be because now I'm like reading. I can sometimes reread a book that I read longer ago than you've been alive. So there's that.
Yeah, like books you read in like Agatha Christie that you read back in
Oh,
high school or
absolutely.
college.
Yeah.
I
So,
get that.
Nice.
All right. Well, should we wrap it up?
Should we do our recommendations real quick and
Yes.
then hit our socials and bippity boppity boop on out of here?
Yeah.
That's a new one.
Yeah, well,
My recommendation.
a lot of things booping around in my mind.
Okay. My recommendation is if you're in the Grand Forks, East Grand Forks area, is Patch on the Point, which is a cute, adorable pumpkin patch in East Grand Forks. It's kind of out
Pumpkin
in the
patch?
out.
We're gonna bring Cora there. You guys can come with, and you can see Cora at the pumpkin patch if
Okay.
you want. We can film it and put it on TikTok.
First TikTok. Oh my god. Not related to books at all.
Yeah, here's a dog.
But if you want to get the algorithm, puppies.
Yeah, there
And then
you
we
go.
can just like flash a book up at the end.
But it's actually a really good pumpkin patch for like little kids. I feel like sometimes I feel like Nelson can get a little bit like much, which is
Yeah.
it's also a nice pumpkin patch. But I'm not putting down Nelson's. But I
It's
feel
a-
like Patch on the Point has really good like little kid activities. They have like a basketball.
More
They have the
younger
little
and-
like
With Nelson
train thing.
I feel like everything's very like crowded because there's
Yeah.
just so many people there all the time. Patch of the Point, I feel like they spread it out really well. Like, and there's like a lot more room to walk around. It feels like.
Yeah, and they have really fun activities.
Neat.
And they pick the pumpkins for you, and they have them like all on trailers, so you don't have to like go out and pick your pumpkin. I mean, if you want to pick your pumpkin,
Like in a
then-
field, is
Yeah,
what
in a
you're
field.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Got
you
it.
get to like pick your pumpkin.
But you don't pick your pumpkin. That's ridiculous. Oh my god.
Why would you go to a pumpkin patch and pick your pumpkin? Okay, sorry.
There's a tongue twister in here somewhere. We'll
I
workshop
don't
it.
even know where to
Peter
go
Piper
after
picked
that.
a punch. What?
That was really good.
Anyway,
That's my recommendation. Patch on the Point.
My recommendation does not have anything to do with pumpkins or kids. I'm recommending a brewery.
They might have a
They might
pumpkin
have a
ale.
pumpkin
They
ale.
might have they have a really good.
Oktoberfest.
If you
Oh,
like
yeah.
shandy, they had a really good shandy. I'm talking
Oh.
about Rapids.
I liked it.
Rapids Brewing Company in Grand Rapids, Minnesota, and that shandy. That was a beautiful thing.
You do love
They
a
have
shandy.
a really nice patio, little outdoor music performance. Live music going on.
Oh, for cute.
And really good.
Food was really good.
I got a hankering for some good food and a beer.
You would like Rapids Brewing Company.
You would?
I don't think I found a brewery that I haven't liked yet.
So it was a beautiful day. It was perfect to sit out on the patio. It was great.
Yep.
Nice. My recommendation, it's going to be something very different than your guys's, but I, on recommendation from a lot of people, like on the internet, but mostly my friend Nick, had been playing the video game Claire Obscure Expedition 33. And the recommendation isn't necessarily the game itself, even though it's phenomenal and fantastic. It's the soundtrack to the game, because it's so uniquely beautiful. It's kind of like classical music mixed with modern day, like, genres, almost like rock, and there's a little bit of like some blues in there. I cannot describe it. You have to listen to it. It's so good. I had Nick curate me a playlist of like his favorite songs from the soundtrack, and it's like 40 songs long. Like, it's insane. It's so good. And
Can you say it again?
The game?
Yeah.
Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Claire, like the name?
Clair. Obscure. OBCSCUR. We got there.
O-B.
Can I have the country of origin, please?
Can you use that in a sentence?
Onion. And I just like, I'll play it at work, and it's so beautiful because it's fast paced and it's energetic and it's just like super, super fun. The person who makes the music, the
producer.
Yeah, the artist.
Musician?
Or whatever. Yep. Composer. That's the word I was looking for. The creator of the video game. The video game is from an indie company. It's not like a major AAA company. They were just scrolling Reddit one day and found this person who was posting their music to SoundCloud for like nobody to really listen to. And he found this person and he was like, "Hey, you want to make the music for a major video game?" And it's like the first thing he's ever like really done professionally.
That's cool.
Slaps. It's so good. I'll play you, or I'll send you some of their music. I feel like, and it's mostly instrumental. And if it's not, it's in French. So like, I feel like it could be good classroom music. Maybe.
I was wondering that.
No swears that I found, anyways. Maybe it is in French, but that's my recommendation. Sacre bleu.
What
Sam, do you have a recommendation?
How did that ricochet off my thumb so hard?
There's a candle burning.
Sorry, Mom. Oh my
People
gosh.
are throwing things.
Fun sucker.
No
over
recommendations here.
All right,
No.
let's give her.
So
Get outta
you can find us on Instagram at paperback_perspectives, X paperback_pod, TikTok paperback.pod, YouTube paperback perspectives, email paperbackperspectives@gmail.com, and I think we should email our author and ask our questions.
Oh yes.
And then I think we'll get in contact with our other children's published our published children's author.
I think we
She'll
should.
have about being a
Book
future
author.
guest.
Yes.
Yes, I think so too.
Woo!
All right. Thank you to Sam for putting up with us and getting everything set up and out to you. So good job, Sam. Thanks to you who listen. We appreciate you very much for putting up with us in our ramblings. I thought something was flying at me. There's been a lot of things. Ha! Anyway, thanks to everyone. Until next time. Until the next chapter. This is Paperback Perspectives.
Until the next chapter.
PP on the go. Get us out of here, Sam.